Hi, my name's Erin. I'm here for the oral history. I am IUN, and I'm here with Eliana.
Mhm.
We are in the top of the Anderson Library in the archives, and I just want to make sure that I get your permission to record this.
Yes.
All right. So, my first question is you're a geology major. What brought that up? Like, what brought the interest into your life for geology?
I am in the geoscience department, but I actually am an environmental science major that is in the geosciences. I have a huge passion just for the outdoors. It's a big point of personal pride for me. I volunteer at the dunes, and so I was just excited to major in environmental science and be a part of that in the professional world.
Was it your family that brought you into like the outside with the dunes and that kind of stuff, or is
Um,
that something that you picked up later on?
I grew up going there. I grew up going to the beach there, but as an adult, I really began to love hiking and then
Hmm.
just continued just going there on my own.
Okay.
Mhm.
Tell me a little bit more about your family.
I was born in Gary,
Okay.
but I was raised in Homewood, Illinois, so it's really close by. I went to Homewood Flossmoor High School,
Hmm.
and I went to Prairie State, and then 10 years later, I wanted to go back to college and decided to come here
Okay.
because I didn't want to go to school in the city, and I didn't really have much investment in coming here. I just thought it's close by, good enough for me, and I didn't really expect much of that experience, but coming here ended up being probably my best decision of my adult life. I
Okay.
really have enjoyed my time here at IU so much.
What's your favorite part right now about IU?
The geoscience department. I think I have found my home there, and I just love everybody there. And I took a few classes in that department that really, really changed my life.
Was that when you decided you fully wanted to go into it, or is that
No,
just
that's when actually I decided to go to graduate school.
okay?
I had that was never on my radar until I took history of the Earth here my
Okay.
first semester with Dr. Kilabarda, and I was just like so inspired. I was really inspired to continue school.
That's really exciting. So
Yeah.
what did you originally go for school?
Originally, I went for biology, which was just really general. I mean, I
Okay.
always loved the sciences, but then as I got older, I mean, I was a returning student. I came in later in life. I started college back up when I was 25, and by that point, I had a lot of personal interests that had very much developed, like being outdoorsy and hiking. And so I thought I should go into a science that's more nature based.
Okay. What do you think the major difference is waiting until 25 to go back to school?
I just took time off school. I wanted to take a year. It ended up being like 6 or 7, and I'm glad that I did because I ended up going back way more motivated and way
That's
more
fair.
serious
Yeah,
about it.
then a lot of like the 19, 20-year-olds who are just like, yeah, I'm just here to be here.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah,
So you said that you're going to do graduate school. Are you fully in?
yeah. So I got accepted into IUB, so I'm going down to Indianapolis,
Okay.
or no, I guess Bloomington it is, and I'm doing environmental policy there.
Okay.
Yeah,
And the end goal
I would probably like to work in government, some form of like environmental agency for the government.
is there any like a specific area in the government that you want to
Any
sit
kind
there and
of like
work?
emergency planning, like resilience planning, like FEMA or something like that.
Okay, I didn't know if there was like a certain area like in the United States that you're leaning towards, like back here at the dunes to help out,
I don't know. I
or
spend a lot of time here, and hopefully, I'd like to just expand my influence. Probably, yeah,
that's really exciting.
yeah.
So I know you sat there and was in the student research conference.
Hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit about the project that you were doing for that?
Yes, I can. I'm actually doing a geoheritage archive project. So we're
Okay.
mapping all of the lakes in Gary
Hmm.
because geologically speaking, they're depressions. And
Okay.
so through GIS, we're trying to ascertain, based off the morphologies that look kind of not natural, which of those were actually clay pits.
Okay.
This Calumet region has a really rich history with brick making and clay mining,
Hmm.
and so we were just trying to like uncover those geological narratives, and we were able to find 3 mines, 2 clay mines, and 1 sand mine.
Okay.
Or it's still completely depleted out, but we're talking about the Hoosier Slide. Have you
Okay.
ever heard of that?
I have not.
It was a 9 meters in diameter, no, 9 miles in diameter, and I think 61 meters tall. It was a huge sand dune that was completely depleted for glass.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the Ball brothers, if you've ever heard of that, the jars,
Yes.
a lot of sand was used for that. A lot of it was used just to rebuild this area.
Okay.
But that was actually the infancy of the preservation movement here in this area as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What got you into the research for this? Because when I think of Gary, I don't instantly think of mines.
Or this whole area actually too. Me neither. It wasn't actually my choice. My advisor is a glacial geologist.
Okay.
And he's like obsessed with this area. And so when he gave me the project, I was like, okay, well, I'll throw myself into it.
Yeah, might as well.
I just wanted to, make him proud. But I actually really, really enjoyed it. I learned so much about the area. It has such a rich industrial history. And I guess it made me really appreciate the the natural resources that we were endowed with by the glaciers that came by this area. Yeah. So we're talking about clay, sand, and gravel primarily here. And that was not my choice, but I really ended up enjoying it.
What was your favorite thing that you learned about the entire thing?
My favorite thing would have to be uncovering the full story of the Hoosier slide. Because of the dunes, it's kind of like this big myth, and it's going to be great to be able to bring that story there because I'm an interpretive naturalist there too. So I was really excited to uncover that story.
That's really exciting. So are you going to actually bring this to the actual dunes? I know they have the museum and everything else like that. So I would.
Yeah, so I'm going to make that an entirely separate presentation.
Okay.
Because they have a program twice a year called the Indiana Master Naturalist Program. I came out of that program, so I'm a certified master naturalist. And so they have classes, 12-week classes, but they also have these elective classes. So we're going to make it an elective class for those graduates.
Oh, that's really exciting. So then that way everyone learns about it. It's not just a one-off kind of thing. Backtracking a little bit, because I know you sat there and brought a photo and you said it was a field trip.
Yeah.
You want to tell me about it?
This is a photo of, this is a cute little group photo of our structural trip to Baraboo, Wisconsin in the spring of 2023. Led by Dr. Chris Heiskin and Dr. Zoran Kilibarda. Dr. Kilibarda is the head department chair. He's on sabbatical right now. Okay. Dr. Chris is acting in, but we went to study this gorgeous Baraboo lime. It's Baraboo. It's Precambrian age, and it's some of the oldest rock exposures in North America.
Okay.
It's billions of years old. It's purple because of the iron that's in it, and it's also some of the purest quartzite there is around. It's super shiny if you put it in the sun. So we went to go study that and look at that. And I brought some of that to give to the archives. So that's what we went to study and look at when we went there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still exciting because it's still a whole trip to go visit something that's new, at least for you, old for, the actual area. But
yeah. No, it was super exciting. We all brought home a bunch of rocks and that was a really fun field trip. It was my first field trip with the department. Since I've gone on one more, and we're about to go on one more tomorrow, actually.
Okay, what's the one you're going to tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to the Upper Peninsula. We're going for the weekend, and we're going to study branded iron formations, which were actually discovered in Michigan.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it's a really exciting rock. It's actually the first time proof in the rock record was found of oxygenation of the environment.
Okay.
So there's these dark and red bands, and based off the bands, we can tell the paleo seasons and paleo days, and we're very excited.
How old do you think it's going to be?
That rock is actually just as old as this rock. It's Precambrian.
Okay.
So it's also some of the oldest rock exposed in North America.
That's really exciting. I know you're finishing up this year, because it's this semester that you're graduating, right? So what is next after this? And I know you have graduate school, but you got anything planned in between? A nice little celebration or just straight into graduate?
I have a summer class here at IU. I actually am going to continue to take classes here at IU after I graduate.
Okay.
Next fall, I'm taking another GIS course with my advisor, Joe. He got this class approved that he really wanted to teach, which is environmental GIS. So I just want to support him and make sure the class runs, but I also need it to. So I'll still be around for a little bit.
Okay.
And I am actually a red card certified to fight wildfires. So this summer I'll be traveling for the burn season if they need me.
That's really exciting.
So that's just all I have going on.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we haven't covered that you think that we should go over a little bit more?
Not really. I just have one lasting comment, and that is that I've loved coming to IU so much, and I will always come back and visit my professors and the faculty. And I really was just so inspired by the intellectual community that's here. And I can't wait to go find out what's next in Bloomington. So thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming.